Thanks a lot for tuning in. I have a special read here with Inward Eye Tarot. We are doing a read called Relationship Analysis.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Now, it's a 7 card spread. Uh, love and Me, Foundation, Love Situations, Blockers, Love Challenges, Advice, and Near Future. So I have already meditated on the cards and I cut them. And I am going to pull the first card, Love and Me. Here we go. Now I'm going to pull the second card, the Foundation. The third card, Love Situation. The fourth card, Blockers and Inhibitions. The fifth card, Love and Challenges. The sixth card, Advice. And our final overall energy will be the Near Future. How are you feeling, Jay?
Pretty good. Just shuffling the energies in here. So, this is a general reading, right? For anybody, any sign, as long
Yep.
as it resonates with you.
And if it doesn't resonate, don't hold it and don't hold it against me.
You don't want to claim energy that's not your own anyway. Be honest.
No. And if you want, and I will help you claim your own energy. You just can do a private reading and we'll talk more about that. It will be the best therapy you'll ever have. All right, I have my spread out. I got the beautiful 6 going on here.
Okay, you go ahead.
All right.
Start off.
Love and Me. This is how you see your person, okay? This is how you see your person. You see your person as the Magician. Beautiful. Number 1 card right there. So, you see your person as bringing everything to the table for you to get what you need done. That is amazing. You also see your person as someone that concentrates on this relationship amazingly. And they concentrate not only on you, but every aspect of a relationship. They want to make it work. They have all the tools. And it's probably one of my favorite energies to have in a relationship is the Magician. Go for it, G. What do you say, Jay?
Well, how they're seeing you is the Hierophant, Taurus's major arcana. So they're seeing you as representing what they believe in and their ability to commit. They're seeing you as commitment worthy. You match where their belief systems lie and the structures that they want to create. It's Venus energy as well. So when we have fixed Venus, which is Taurus, they want to keep what they find beautiful. So they're finding right now they're seeing you as a permanent thing in their life that they want to hold on to.
So to recap, you see them as a Magician and they see you as the Hierophant.
So in other words, they have the power to manifest anything that they want with you.
This relationship's pretty cool, people. I'm glad you tuned in. You're really finding out how killer you really are, aren't you? All right, the foundation of the relationship. Here we go. The foundation of the relationship, how they see it. Oh my gosh, the Queen of Pentacles. Whoa, what a good foundation. So they see you as stable. They see you as that mother goose, taking care of it all, really anchoring and being a core element in the relationship. So, I'm telling you.
That fits so perfectly with the Hierophant here.
I don't know what else to say on this one. You go for it.
Well, in terms of the foundation of this situation, we have the Four of Wands, the Four of Fire here in the Good Tarot. And that goes very much along again with the Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant. The Hierophant can represent marriage and commitment. And the Four of Wands is a permanent place. It's like a home, a place where the passion can take root and grow. It's celebrational as well. So combined with the Hierophant, we have kind of a happy home here, don't we?
It's happy. And one thing I'm getting here, it's a magical situation with the Queen of Pentacles, but also working off of your Four of Wands, you have the stability and you also have a major anchorage on the things that really matter in the home or relationship.
There's lots of passion with the Four of Fire too in terms of the foundation. So even though it's solid and there is a commitment level to it, we're talking fire energy. So there is a lot of passion and inspiration and admiration that goes along with that as well. There's a real feeling of what you could create together.
Well, to me, things are being created with that Magician.
Exactly. Very powerful. That's
Loving
right.
it. Now, let's go to the next card, position number 3. It's called the love situation, and I hope it's a good one. Ready? Get ready. I'm going to pull it. Oh, the love situation is the Ten of Wands. Oh, okay, you go for it. You just,
In the love situation for yourself, we have the Nine of Wands.
whoa. All
So,
right. You're ladies first.
well, with the Nine of Wands in the love situation, we're getting very close to the completion of a certain part of a cycle. It's definitely moving towards commitment. The 10 is all about obtaining what you want, especially when we're talking about fire energy. So with the 9 here, it's like all it takes is a little bit more faith, a little bit more push, one more step, and you're to the completion of what you want.
What I'm getting here, Jay, we got the Queen of Pentacles here. Let me tell you something about this. Listen, listen. This is it. Your relationship has now crossed out of the honeymoon phase into the serious phase, into the phase where the rubber hits the road. And that is what I'm getting big time with this Ten of Wands. That honeymoon phase was all that passion. You would have sex anywhere, in the car, out in front of Walmart, whatever. And now it's like, all right, things have gotten not old, but things have gotten to the point where it's more of a serious thing, to where the everyday workings of everyday life, to where your daily phone calls, your daily texting, you already make plans with them without asking. And that's what I'm getting.
Interesting. So putting in the fire, putting in the work and the effort, basically. So before it's like wands were flying all over the place. Now it's a little more into the effort, which is implied with the 9 of fire too, because that's the willingness to put in the work, like I said, to continue on the path.
And it's the obtainment. It's been obtained. The passion has now been obtained. And now with the 10, which I'm showing, it's the end of that cycle. And I'm totally hitting this with this Queen of Pentacles, which really is, all right, are we going to share grocery bills?
That's the Hierophant, the structure.
Yeah, my yeses and yeses and noes and noes. No, we won't, because we're going to go out to dinner every night and you're going to pay for
Whoa.
it.
All
Oh,
right.
I'm sorry, you're not going to pay. Well, who's going to pay?
I thought it was all about the wands. Okay, and the
Well,
blocks and challenges for yourself, we have the Fool energy, Aries. So a block is to be able to drop some of these wands. 9 of wands can get very heavy. It's been a bit of a struggle and a fight to contain all of the passion, to keep using that to perpetuate this cycle along. The Fool is suggesting to drop all of that and actually just take a leap of faith on what is between the two of you. It's stepping out on, once the end of this path comes, it's going to be time to take a leap of faith into something deeper, such as the Hierophant, committing, jumping in.
the blocker, number 4, inhibition. Oh, people, we got a tower.
We
Come on,
have
why
the
am I?
Tower and the Fool showing up in the same position. That's double Mars energy, both Aries.
All right. The first thing that comes to my mind, Jordan, is chaos.
Yeah. So if this leap of faith is taken, and the reason why it's showing up in the challenges is because chaos will ensue. It's going to cause a massive disruption potentially in the lives of each other in a good way. But yeah, disruption's disruption. It's a lot of things are going to have to change for this to reach a next level in this connection.
Again, a tower and inhibition. Think about this, okay? Inhibition. It could be the fact you could get a tower if you don't go with it. See? The fool's there saying go on with the process. But if you pull back, that could give you a tower too. So don't think of it as you getting a tower. Think of it as a tower may occur if you don't go along the fool's journey.
That's awesome. And I agree with that. Okay.
Well, yeah, who wants a tower, right? I'm going to go with the path of least resistance.
Well, yeah, because the Fool showing up as a challenge, as I say, is the ability to take that risk, that leap into a deeper level. That's why the Hierophant's here as well.
And Jordan, we're going to clarify everything anyway. So don't stay. We're going to clarify after we go through the spread. Okay. So chill out. Everything's going to be fine. You'll know more. I need to know more for Pete's sake.
I'm all about the details. I'm super nosy.
All right. Love challenges, right?
Yeah, for the love challenges, we have the Five of Earth, Five of Pentacles. A challenge in this situation can definitely be financial. Perhaps the leap of faith that needs to be taken is like not worrying about the money or the stability or that kind of earthy element. With the five showing up in here, the blockage could be the adherence to lack mentality. We don't have enough stability to set up a Four of Wands. We don't have enough resources to set up the Hierophant situation. So taking a leap of faith means not worrying about that, whether or not every earthy element is in place before taking the risk. That's why the tower's coming in too. It's like those things you're holding on to as being true aren't true. That's why the tower is going to blow it apart and the Fool can take the leap required.
Always, too, remember the Fool can always take a hit because it's just the starting of clearer consciousness. So the Fool really doesn't have much information to even handle that kind of stuff. Just remember that. And I've talked about that on my channel. Love challenges. And it is the Eight of Pentacles.
So pentacles are a challenge on both sides of this relationship.
Yeah, basically, you're learning that your person's broke. I'm just kidding. No, it's a learning of each other. It's a studying of the relationship. Again, as I stated previously, you're moving out of the honeymoon phase with the 9 and the 10 of wands. So out of the honeymoon stage, what happens? You learn that their feet smell on the couch watching Netflix. Stuff you never noticed before. I'm
And
sorry.
well, you know what I find interesting here, G, is that for the viewer, for the feminine energy, we have the Five of Pentacles showing up as the challenge, right? So it's like not having enough. What is missing between the Eight and the Five of Pentacles? Three of Pentacles, collaboration.
Ooh.
So, in order to broach the challenge between the Eight, the putting in all the effort and the hard work, and the not having enough, is the two heads are better than one, working together on the solution.
And folks, you know what that means. A true relationship, you work together. And that's what this is all about. This is your relationship analysis read, remember? So I hope we're all learning something. I am. All right.
Yeah,
You want to go to advice or do you want me to go to advice?
you go ahead.
All right. The advice, the universe, is my favorite big butt pentacle. The Ace of Pentacle for the advice. And what I get from that, it's a new beginning, it's a new future, it's a new relationship, and it could be time to share your bank account.
Well, we had the Three of Pentacles invisibly show up, right? As the difference between the Eight and the Five. So that's sharing resources.
It's total sharing resources. What I got intuitively, seriously, it's time, the honeymoon period, it's time to make that next step. And I'm not saying share your bank account literally. What do we got here? Sorry,
That was
Jordan.
the Hierophant, the next step. I'm just confirming.
But I really felt that it was like it's time to share financial resources in this relationship now to grow, and that's to make something mature, more mature, the relationship to mature more. That's what I got, Jordan.
Okay. So, in the advice for the feminine energy or yourself who's watching this reading, whatever side you resonate with, we have the Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, and Sag. The advice is to stay in your own confidence and to remember that you have the ability to create whatever you want using your belief in passion. We talked about that with the Fool energy and how that passion needs to be there in order to take a leap of faith. Well, this is the Queen of Passion. So embodying the belief in what you feel and the idea that your heart can actually hold the truth is what's going to guide you through this, stepping into your confidence.
I feel that would go with both parties in this scenario.
Yeah, harnessing the fire available between the two of these people to collaborate and build. That's definitely present here.
So do you want to clarify every card, or do you have specific cards you want to clarify?
Are we going to do the near future at the end there?
Yeah.
Oh, when we're done? Okay,
People are going to have to wait till the end of the video. Sorry. This is a little trick we pull on YouTube to get more time.
Okay, I'm clarifying. I'm going to start off by clarifying the Hierophant. And the Hierophant was in how they see you. And then we have the Six of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So they see you as the possibility for a brighter future. They see this commitment with you and the next level you could go to as moving them out of a place of mental conflict and discordance towards something that's much brighter.
That was good. All right. I'm clarifying the Magician. That's in Love and Me. Here he goes. And we got the Page of Swords. All right. I think with this right now is the communication aspect and a clarification of it. Your communication needs to be a little bit more mature, a little bit more. Again, I talked about this honeymoon period. So I'm thinking that your communication now is going to go to the next level, okay? It's going to be lifted into what we'll call adult talk, adult conversations. And chime in anytime you want to chime in if you want.
Well, I was just having a thought about that Knight of Swords, or that Page of Swords is the page, right?
Yes.
That Page of Swords is very curious and very studious. I always think of the Page of Swords as being like watching every single detail of something. So what I'm getting also from that combination that you drew there, G, is like keeping an eye on the magic that they're trying to perform in your direction. Is it working? Is it working? Do I have the magic right? It's curious and eager energy. Basically, they'll do whatever it takes to manifest this.
And we did say that there's a concentration aspect. They are concentrating very hard on this relationship. And there you go. You kind of clarified that with the, looking into it.
Yeah. And the magic is like also present here. And interesting that it's the Page of Swords and we have the Six of Swords. So again, is it working? Can we move forward yet? Is this my bright future? I'm going to clarify in the foundation, this Four of Wands, which is actually a card about foundations. So that's pretty interesting. Why is the Four of Wands here in the foundation, please, for whoever's resonating? We have the Queen of Swords now. Interesting.
Wow.
Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini there. The foundation of this, there is a strategic approach, because I think that on your behalf, if you're resonating with this as the viewer, I think on your behalf, there's certain things. We have Queen of Fire, Queen of Swords. These are queens who know exactly what they want and what they need to feel fulfilled. And what they need, what you need to feel fulfilled, and you know this, is the Four of Fire. Happiness, celebration, somewhere that you can be passionate and expressive, somewhere you two can be together. And that is what the Queen of Swords wants.
2 queens in the foundation. That's epic. Epic. I'm going to clarify the Queen of Pentacles here in my foundation.
We have all 3 queens showing up so far.
So far. And we've got the Six of Cups. So
wow.
That's a beautiful thing to have right now in this foundation, That's that magic. What we're getting here is not only do we have a core aspect of your relationship that's bringing out in the foundation, it's the core, it's that mother goose I talked about, that warmth, that home element. But now we're bringing in with the Six of Cups the past of something that's made you so happy, something that completed you in the past, now coming up with new Six of Cups with this new anchor. And that's what I'm getting there. And there's also a nostalgia element too. I'm not, I'm telling you, old feelings that felt so good are now here again. Jordan, I know you got to chime in on this one.
I'm sorry, what were you clarifying with the Six of Cups? I got a little caught up in your story.
Oh, the foundation block, which is the Queen of Pentacles.
Clarify by the Six of Cups.
Yep,
Yeah, I
Six of
love
Cups
that.
on top of the Queen of Pentacles.
Oh, I love that. That's very beautiful. So your person is also seeing at the foundation of this something that reminds them of feeling safe, something that reminds them of feeling nurtured and loved. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is mummy. It's very stabilizing energy and very nurturing. So is the Six of Cups. It takes you back to that belief in love before there was anything cynical. So your person could actually be seeing you as marriage material as well.
And when you're together, there is a comfort blanket over this relationship. I'm feeling that. There's a comfort.
That's probably why the Hierophant and the Four of Wands is showing up too, because that's a home. Again, a place where you can express yourself as you are. Very beautiful energy between these two. Okay, in the love situation, I clarified that willingness to fight with the wounded warrior of the Nine of Wands. And we have the Five of Swords, which is very interesting because we have the Six of Swords clarifying the Hierophant. In other words, this need to bring it to the next level, it needs to be moved out of this strategic conflictual place. Remember when I said before, the fives are all about a lack mentality in a place of transition. You have the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So again, it's all about you stopping the worry, stopping the strategies, stopping the planning, and stepping more into the passion of the Queen of Fire. That's what's needed in order for that step to be taken. I just want to point out one more thing about this Nine of Fire. It's one of my favorites in tarot here in the Good Tarot. It's Leo energy, but you can see she's harnessing the power of the star, Aquarius. That's hope, that's guidance, that's spiritual belief. So holding on to what you wish, stepping out of those conflictual mindset, it'll never happen. I don't see the way. There's too many blocks. Go back to your wish, because that's where the passion to get what you want is going to come from.
Also, I want people to take note with that five, that's quick changing energy. So you might feel that and then flip around in the next minute or two. It's
Absolutely.
not,
We already have the Six of Swords, the next step
yeah, it's
showing up,
just,
right?
I wanted to say intuitively, it's a quick changing energy. You could feel that conflict, but boom, they could say something, or in your relationship, it could be like, oh my gosh, we're making macaroni and cheese. And you totally forgot about that five of swords.
That's nice
Now,
because what's missing from the Five to the Six of Swords is an ace, something they say, clarity, more communication, a truth being spoken. That will end the conflict.
yeah. Again, we talked about the Page of Swords in the love and me aspect of position number one, to where the communication is now or needs to be risen to a more of an adult scenario.
Gee, can
So,
I show you one thing I just happened to spy? On the
yeah,
bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. And we were just, right, just talking about that. So it's this communication, it's this truth, it's clarity. And that's what's going to step you out of the wounded warrior and into the Six of Swords, moving towards that brighter future. Collaboration again. You guys need to communicate.
that's beautiful. Okay, Ten of Wands in the love situation here. Remember, it was the ending of this cycle, out of this honeymoon period into into another level of the relationship. We're clarifying that, and we have Judgment. Beautiful. We just talked about that. Judgment. You're moving to the next level. The honeymoon period's over. Judgment is bringing that next level. There's a call to action, and it is a call to rise above the level you are in order for you to achieve a higher commitment. What do you have to say about that?
I 100% agree. Judgment is Sagittarius and Scorpio energy. So we have Pluto and Jupiter teaming up. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. It represents our past, karmic wounds, and things like that. So it's all about stepping away from those shadowy energies and rising up with the optimism of Sag, embracing Jupiter, new adventures, new hope.
I want to point this up too. Any past hurt you have, I'm going to go back to the Six of Cups now, which is in the foundation. This could pertain to your foundation too. Any past hurts that might have been said to you, done to you in this relationship, let it go. That judgment trump has been called. That means you clean off all of your ashes and put on some fresh garments and go out on a new date. Okay. It's just go out and have a good dinner.
I'm going to jump off from what you just said there too, because this Five of Swords can be clinging to the past. It can be quite a self-defeating thought cycle. The swords are all about our words, our thoughts, our dialogues. So letting go of that argument that nobody can win, is the answer to moving forward and stepping out of the Nine of Wands.
That's a good one right there. That Six of Cups came in two different ways. Okay, a card just fell out on top. Oh my God, you're gonna love this. A card just fell out of my deck, shuffling on top of the blocker, which is my Tower card, and it's the Three of Cups.
Oh my gosh.
I know you want to chime in. I'm going to let you chime in first. I know
Well, I
you're
find
dying.
it interesting that you were talking about the end of the honeymoon phase, because the Three of Cups is often when we're talking about relationships. I call it you take your love to town card. That's when you celebrate showing everybody what you got. This is us. We're together. We love it. We're fun. And when it's coming in with the Tower, it's like that can't stand. It's time for something deeper to be brought into the situation. There might have been a clinging to that honeymoon phase, and the Tower comes in to say, no, we're calling judgment on this situation. That's over. Further investments needed.
Not to mention that Page of Swords not only comes in heavily on top of this, that hanging on to the honeymoon phase, that is Pagey Swordsy. Those are those beginning elements of communication.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, again, with the three guys, we have the collaboration aspect of it. We have a jubilation and things like that. Now, if I remember correctly, on Jordan's side, it was the Fool. So it also could be the fact of you should celebrate this next journey, this next Fool's journey together as a collaboration.
The threes are always about collaboration. And for me, the Three of Cups is collaborating in love, joining together your capacity to offer that to each other. It creates that celebrational energy. And what's interesting about that, though, is that in the here clarifying the Fool in this is the blockers and inhibitions, we have the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is the end of a very long and difficult learning process, way of communicating, way of thinking. What I said before is this kind of lack mentality I'm picking up on. This is the end of that. You don't need to worry about that anymore. That's why then the Fool can take that leap of faith. So as a challenge, the Ten of Swords and the Fool is dropping that burden, realizing you don't have to cling to old thought cycles, old examples of what love was. You can take a leap of faith now.
Check 1, 2. All right, I was just checking my mic. We've got the love challenges, number 5. I had the 8 of Pentacles. I'm clarifying that. Now, we did discuss it was learning each other at another level, and there was also a lacking element, what we had. Now, here we go. And it is the 9 of Cups.
Oh, you have the 6 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. So that's the 9.
Yep. And, okay, and I love the escalation. So here we go. With the 8 of Pentacles here in this love challenge, it's advancement, okay? We talked about the relationship advancing with education of ourselves, who we are and what we are. And now we have the 9 of Cups, which is that obtainment of the emotional maturity to make the next decisions you need. And again, that is in the challenge. My question to you is, do you have the emotional maturity to do this? And I do believe you do.
All right, I'm clarifying the love challenges too, where before we had that other five, that five of earth. So again, where I said there could be resources or money that's lacking or that kind of thing, right? I clarified and I get the devil, Capricorn's major arcana. So again, this is telling me two things, that that there's a control issue at play. So, in other words, this lack mentality, when I couple that with the Queen of Swords as well, it's like this belief that you're not going to get your needs met in this situation. There's fear, maybe, that there isn't enough of a foundation to build on. And the Queen of Swords wants Four of Wands. That takes investment, it takes money, energy, resources. The devil's showing up as fear, particularly in Capricorn energy, because it's all about what do you own? What can you keep and what can you control?
Wow. Wow. All right, people. It's starting to get a little heavy here, isn't it?
Well, I'm in the room, G.
I know, but
Inward
we are
Eye Tarot is on
clarifying.
the heavy side.
It's all good. Well, nothing's more heavier than the Ace of Pentacles here in the advice. Because on this card, and I'm showing you that Ace of Pentacles is larger than an oak tree. And again, this is your new beginning, okay? This is putting all your eggs into this basket. And I'm going to clarify now, universe, why is this Ace of Pentacles here? We talked about maturity now in the relationship. We talked about going places, and we've got the lovers, people.
Oh, unbelievable.
The advice, the lovers. Now, I'm going to give it to you because you're going to go 6 on it. I know you are. But you also have some astrology I'm sure you want to talk about.
Yeah, I do, but very interestingly, because in the challenge for the divine or for the feminine energy or whoever's resonating with this, we had the devil showing up, right? The devils and the lovers. The devil is 15 in tarot, the lovers is 6. 15 reduced is 6. And sorry, my phone. Anyways, this is the other side. There's an obsessiveness involved in this situation as well. So while you might think that, I can walk away anytime, when the lover shows up, it's like a permanent residency in your heart. Yeah, you can walk away, but it's still going to live in there forever. That could also be part of this fear.
I think what happens a lot too in your honeymoon phase, you get chained. I'm going to go devil, but you get chained to each other in more of a physical aspect of it, more of a onesie aspect of it, and it can be deceiving because with fire and everything else, fire seems to burn out the more it gets used, and it's a fuse. And in the beginning of everything, that's normally what happens in your honeymoon phase. Now, I love the fact in the advice how it becomes an Ace of Pentacles at that point. And that is really where you need this relationship to be because that is substantial, that is sustainment. And with the lovers on top of that, the universe is clearly saying that the best decision to make now is to not be so onesie and to be more realistic with your goals you can achieve together. And when you're more realistic, the fear comes out, aka that devil energy.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think I'm seeing mirroring energy on both sides of their spread. Here for the feminine energy with the devil attached to the Five of Pentacles, there could be that fear that it cannot become substantial. There isn't enough groundwork behind it. And the Queen of Swords is very wise energy. And if she wants the Four of Wands, that's going to take earthy, dedicated effort. More than like the passion and connection of the lovers happens in the 5D. In the devil energy, it happens in the 3D. So I think the advice being given here is to focus more on the 5D aspect of your connection and use that as the thing that guides you towards security rather than the control energy of the devil, if that makes sense.
It does. And going with the 5D, well, the magician card is in 5D, and that's in the first position anyway.
That's
So
right.
that is, again, that is concentration. All that happens in the 5D and not what you see here. You never see that. You never see the concentration. You know you are and you're feeling it. George, do you want to go with the near future? You start with that one?
I actually clarified an advice first because I wanted a little bit more about what this Queen of Wands should do. I mentioned where it's you stepping into your own belief that your passion can create, that your passion and your belief in your heart is what makes your reality. Well, I clarified and got the Seven of Wands. Two things I love about this. Of course, the Queen of Wands is in charge of the Seven of Wands. Here in the Wild Unknown, you can see that big bright ace shining in the middle of all of the obstruction. In other words, your passion is the thing that makes the fight worth fighting. So proceeding along on this path requires tapping into that Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands energy. Believe that you can. Trust what you feel. You will create something stable.
Wow.
Did I get deep again? Sorry.
No, the Seven
Okay.
of Wands to me, too. Also, sometimes when I do get the Seven of Wands, what I always see is that the person protecting, like whatever the kingdom is, the Seven of Wands character will say, there's always six wands underneath them. And to me, that is the belief of your relationship that you're protecting. And I just that's what I'm sensing from the universe now is you have the passion to protect this relationship if you want it. And this
That
relationship is now identified as the Ace of Pentacles.
That's beautiful because there is a ferocity to the passion of the Queen of Wands. In other words, if you try to take what I want, I'm going to fight you. There's a new sheriff in town. And that's the advice is to be willing to fight for the things that make you feel beautiful, that make you feel valued.
And interesting enough, people, the wand, the passion, the purpose, the energy from that, once it has a name, it becomes something you can hold. And that's your home. That's your relationship,
Yes,
which is now
beautiful.
a pentacle. Interesting how that kind of molded itself into something that you can put in your heart.
That's true. So I'll jump ahead to the near future, G.
Well, the near future is ahead.
Interesting because clarifying the Hierophant, where your person was seeing this commitment with you as a way to move away from the conflict in their world, stepping out of that internal struggle that they're having. Well, we have the Six of Swords as the near future. So moving it from a clarifier into what's going to happen. In other words, it's that Ace of Swords is coming in. That
Wow.
communication and that clarity in this relationship is moving towards a much brighter future because of that.
Did you pull that card from the top, middle, or bottom?
It fell off the deck in my shuffle. I only take jumpers.
Okay, there you go. I'm going to pull from the top then as my near future. Oh my gosh. The King of Pentacles.
Oh, nice.
So
So we have
we
the
have
king and queen showing up.
the King and Queen of Pentacles, people. That's what I'm talking about. That works so well with that Four of Wands. It's not even funny at this point.
And the Hierophant. The
And the
king and queen of
Musician
pentacles are husband and wife. So we
and the
could be look,
Lovers.
yeah, and the lovers, that's right. Let me get a clarity on this Six of Swords. I want to see where this couple is going. What is
I
that
want to.
brighter future?
I'm going to show them this card real quick. This
Too many.
King of Pentacles. Look at how large that Ace of Pentacles he has over his whole entire heart. We were talking about that. So you take that. I mean, it's congratulations. I hope we're invited to the wedding.
For the Six of Swords and the clarifying energy, I get death. Death and rebirth, Scorpio here. So So this is the transformation that's taking place in your situation. It's putting an end to one way of this being and moving into another. There is a lot of fear about the 3D reality of this situation coming through. And what this is saying is that by harnessing the passion, the love, and the creative possibilities between the two of you, it can be rebirthed into something much better.
And again, let's go back to the love and me crossing with the Page of Swords. It's time to communicate about your fears too that you might have. I'm going to cross my King of Pentacles. You never even chimed on that, did you?
Nope,
We didn't. I don't think we
nope,
had to.
nope. It
All right,
works.
I'm going
I
to cross.
agree.
Oh my gosh, the Emperor.
Oh, I knew he was going to come out. I should have said it. I knew it. I knew it.
Oh my God. Well, here we go again with with that stability we talked about in the relationship, that stability with the Four of Wands, also the anchorage of both King and Queen of Pentacles. Jordan, you take over.
Well, that's how the Four of Wands gets built. So what I love here is that on the feminine side of the reading, or yourself as the viewer, if you're resonating with the feminine, what you need is more assurances in the physical world. I want this home, Four of Wands. I want the resources and the investment, Eight and Five of Pentacles. The only person that can really deliver those kinds of goods there is the Emperor, King of Pentacles, Emperor. So coming in with that offer, that stabilizing energy of the Ace of Pentacles, that's the answer. That's the offer that's going to take this and transform it into something you can move into, the future that you imagine.
And the future is one big butt pentacle, that Ace
And
of Pentacles.
And I would say for yourself, what you can do while this is processing is what we mentioned with the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Remember, it's your belief that you emanate from your heart space that's going to create your reality. So sitting in the energy of the devil and the Five of Pentacles isn't necessarily the best way to manifest what you want here.
And for those of you that are at the end of this video, now that tower doesn't seem bad, does it? That tower was just there to kind of just tap you and just say, hey, just wake up a little bit. Sometimes that's all the tower needs to do.
Yeah, and the tower is also like, we're bringing you what you asked for. So let's get, this is what you wished for. That's why the magician is showing up. Do we
Yeah.
need some oracle cards, G?
Yeah, what? You want to button this one up?
Well, I'll do that with some oracles.
I don't have any oracle. I'm just a 2-deck kind of guy.
Oh, at least you got 2 decks.
That
They're
look
good
great
decks.
together.
Yes. Let's see what the romance angels have to say on this situation. Sometimes the romance angels come out as advice, which is not really my particular thing with tarot, but take it as it resonates, you guys. Past life relationship, Six of Cups. You have known each other before. Six of Cups and the Lovers is definitely a soul connection. It's very, very deep. That's why the devil is here as well. Okay, so this could actually be somebody that is from this life, but your past. But what I'm getting more is like a deeper level connection here. Let's get another one. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. Of course it does. The Hierophant and the King and Queen of Pentacles. Let's do one more. It's too fun. Not 3 more. Sorry, you guys. One more. Can I have one more from the romance angels, please, for whoever's. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. That's what I was saying with the Queen of Wands and Seven of Wands. Dig it. Believe in your passion. Enjoy it. Put that energy of belief into this situation rather than doubt with the devil, and it will transform into exactly what you want it to be.
And remember, part of your love challenge was the 9 of Cups. So don't let that be a challenge. That's obtainment of this emotion you both have been working for and that you both feel.
It's so close. So it's like for yourself, if you're resonating with the feminine side of this reading, holding on to that passion and how you feel in your belief in your own heart is what's going to bring in the stability from your person and the offer of that Ace of Pentacles.
I think this relationship analysis has been very good.
It's very powerful, you know? If you're resonating with this, let me just say you're so close. You're almost there.
And if you felt good about this reading, or if you didn't feel good about it, please subscribe, like, share, become part of the team. We really, as readers, it's tough for us to, move forward without you helping us move forward. And we're sharing our energy, and we'd appreciate it if you share yours with us.
We love you guys so much.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thanks for having me again, G.
Oh, you're welcome. It's always a pleasure. See